ladder launching is hacking. I just thought I'd start this video with that sentence, because the people who defend ladder launching have the attention span of TikTok and will begin their rage YouTube comment within 5 seconds for absolutely nobody to read without watching the entire video because they have main character syndrome. Behold, ladder launching, the absolute pinnacle skill in Sea of Thieves. A majestic, highly competitive, totally legitimate mechanic where you, the brave and noble pirate, use a ladder as your personal SpaceX launchpad. Who needs rowboats? Who needs boarding strategies? Just grip, launch, and surprise! You're now moonwalking onto someone's deck like an absolute legend. Ooh, let me just grab this stick right here and poke this wasp nest. But it's a skill gap, cries the Sea of Thieves Twitter philosopher, with the same energy as someone defending pineapple on pizza like it's a human right. Yes, friends, the profound and difficult execution of glitching unreal physics to yeet yourself across 50% of the map so you can execute some badass clips for your Taj, whilst listening to trap music and getting 33 views on YouTube. So for those who don't know what ladder launching is, here's a little anime backstory for you all. You see, the build of Unreal that Sea of Thieves utilizes the inbuilt PhysX system for physics. Now, this is one of the reasons why Unreal Engine has incremental updates, and also the reason why it's still a massive problem as they never update the Unreal Engine because of this brick. You see, the way the PhysX engine works, at least in this version of Unreal, is pretty simple. I mean, too simple. Speed versus deflection. Imagine this ball is you in the game, and you jump off a diving board. As you pick up speed, the game determines your impact speed when you hit the ground. If it's a solid surface, it's a very serious death, but if it's a water surface, it'll slowly bring you to a halt. Now, if you hit a slope on the way down, the Unreal Engine doesn't really know what to do in this situation. It's neither water or a flat face to die on, so instead, it'll try to zip you as fast as possible off that slope to make impact with something that it can determine as an end game. This is why, if you slide down a slope in Sea of Thieves and into the water, you'll often find you're cruising through the water at a much faster speed for a short time. Now, sometimes there are areas in Sea of Thieves that are just not made right. Imagine them as a little black hole of conflicting perimeters where the engine just doesn't know what to do. The entity flies into them, and they can be as small as a pixel, and it gets trapped in an ever-deflecting loop of trying to find a way out to quickly end the scenario, and when it eventually finds one, off you go! Bye-bye. This is why we often see ships, loot, or people fly off in hilarious directions during certain scenarios. It can be hilarious to witness, and I've experienced it a few times, as I'm sure you have. But ladder launching is basically weaponizing this problem to give a player an unfair advantage. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you how this works because I'll get a wrist slap from Nintendo, but some players have found a way to utilize this with ladders within the game, including ship's ladders, to zip themselves through the water at a high speed, in any direction they want. And it's got huge range. I mean, huge range. I'm talking Port Merrick to Ancient Spire range. Some have even gone further. Now, you might think this is completely unreal, right? Well, not as unreal as the people defending this skill gap as a perfectly legitimate thing to do. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that people using this are all a bunch of idiots and they should feel bad. I think everyone at some point has had a good laugh with this, whether intended or not. Not me, of course, because I'm an absolute angel. So when the developers say they finally found a way to fix this problem, which has nothing to do with a very popular streamer bringing this issue to several gaming news websites at all, the normal level-headed people who use this exploit are like, fair, we had a good time. But then there are those people with the orange stains around their mouth who blow off their unibrows with utter disgust at the concept. Let's be real, people aren't defending ladder launching because it's fair or balanced, they're defending it because they love an unfair advantage. If you could reload your blunderbuss instantly by spamming emotes, you know they'd be calling it just another skill gap. Ladder launching isn't some creative outplay, it's not some genius meta discovery, it's a bug, a broken, spaghetti-coded, unintended whoopsie that allows people to skip entire ship defenses with the finesse of a flying fish on steroids. Now, I'm not going to sit here and debate what's an exploit or what isn't an exploit. I do not own the game. That's for the developers to decide, not me, nor you. You can have an opinion, of course, by all means. Write a paragraph in the comments for no one to read. But at the end of the day, if Rare says it's an exploit, it's an exploit. And if Rare want to remove it, they'll remove it. And they're removing it. Now, of course, take this with a pinch of salt. As much as I love hearing the news it's being worked on, and those ladder launchers will actually have to get good at naval for once. They're not good at naval, by the way. I have no doubt a new system will replace it within a week or so, and it'll be called something like the Barrel Boink or some other equally imaginative title, and people will likely utilize it. Which is fine, but the point is, if you're going to do stuff like this, just tell it like it is. Oh yeah, I did that silly exploit. Not, it's a skill gap, you absolute sandwich. You could subscribe if you like.
Ladders, ladders, gotta get the ladders, gotta get the ladders, gotta get the ladders, ladders. Put them on my face, put the ladders on my face, put the ladders on my face and put them up my bum.
What? Wait.
Bum, bum, bum. Put them up my bum, I want the ladder in my bum. Bum, bum. Put the